Welcome to HTML tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to be talking about the H1 to the H6 tags, all right, with examples. Okay, so with no further ado, let's get into it. So we want to say to add a title. Remember, we use the title tag, and we want to say we are creating the H1, all right, H1 to H6 tags, right? Then within the body, right, so what we're going to do is I know I've not actually said anything about div, right? So we use div. Soon we'll start discussing about it, especially when we want to start treating CSS. All right, so we'll open it and close it, div. All right, then what next we want to do is now to start including the h tags. All right, so we'll start with the h1. Remember, the h tags, like the h1 to h6, they shows the order of importance, all right, and how they should come handy in the website, especially when you're trying to construct a website, which to use and which not to use. Okay, so now we're using the h tag, and we'll say this is a h1 tag. All right, h1. All right, so let me save and we'll see. Okay, all right, this is a h1 tag. All right, so let's hover around here. Okay, you can see it says h1 to h6 tags, right, which is typically what we are discussing today. So now let's copy this and just paste it below. Then what we'll do, we'll change this to h2, then we'll also change this to h2 and this h2. All right, then we'll come down, do the same thing. Let's just give it some space. All right, then change this to h3, then this to h3, and this to h3. Right, so we'll do the same. And on something else to note is that the h tags, like h1 to h6 tags, they are all block level elements. All right, and all right, so right now they are elements, but when there's no content within it, they are all tags, right? So they're all block level, so they occupy the whole space. H4, then let's do h5, right? h5, then lastly let's do h6. At times writing HTML tags is a bit boring, especially when you're using the text edit. All right, if you're using an editor, it will be a bit faster because there's an autocomplete and there are also shortcuts. All right, so soon we'll get to that. So now we have our tags, the h1 to the h6 tags. So what I want to show you is the order of importance. All right, how we use them, all right, in specific areas on our web page. So let's save and refresh. All right, so now you see this is a h1 tag, this is a h2 tag, this is a h3 tag, this is a h4 tag, this is a h5 tag, this is a h6 tag. All right, so something else I want to point out is that, okay, let me show you something. Let's do div. All right, let's copy this and so yeah, so I want to show you something, and you can see that there is actually no immediate differences in it. So let's use a strong element, right? The strong element. let's close it here. Remember, this is the sign you use to close an element. Okay, so let's say this is a strong element. A strong element. All right. Oh. All right. This is a strong element. So let me save. Then I come over here and I refresh. So you can see the difference between these strong elements and these h1 tag is that and the h tags is actually the font weight. Okay, so at times you might be confusing that, hey, like the bold or strong element is actually same thing as this, but they're not the same thing. All right, the font weight is different, but when it gets to CSS, you can actually manipulate these things to look alike. All right, so this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.